January is over. The calendar, guys, has switched over and January has moved on. But for a lot of teachers, the body didn't. You might not feel stressed, guys, and you might not feel what we would call overwhelmed, but you still feel on, just on. You might feel on alert. You might feel on the ready, you know? You might feel on standby. And today we're going to talk about why that happens and why rest hasn't quite landed with you yet. You're listening to Teaching Without Losing Yourself, the podcast. This is After the Bells, Beyond the Box, a moment made just for teachers, even on the move. I'm Kim, and after years in education and leadership, I've learned this. Teachers don't usually crash. They usually just stay on. This podcast exists to help you notice that. To notice it, guys, without judgment and without pressure to change everything at once. Just to notice that. Inside After the Bells this month, our theme is Melt into the Moment. This isn't about doing less, and it isn't about being calmer or more productive with your rest. It's about noticing what you're still carrying and letting yourself ease up a bit. We're starting February with something very basic and super real, okay? So, teachers, listen. Are you ready? I hope so. Teachers, you're still running on high alert. So, what is high alert? How do you know you're still running on it? Okay, let's talk about that a few different ways. So, one way that you, teacher, are running on high alert is through your body. Even when the day is done, if you're on high alert, your shoulders may still be up a bit, guys. Your jaw might still be a little tight. And if you think about it and touch your face right now, it might be tight now. Your breathing, well, your breathing could be shallow. It could just be different. You may even catch yourself reminding yourself to breathe. Teachers, know that nothing is wrong and nothing is urgent. You know that. But your body may not know that yet. So when you hear those things, know that this is not anxiety. It kind of sounds like something you would classify that way. That's not what we're talking about. This is what I like to call training. Teaching trains your body to stay ready. That's how we operate. To be ready for interruptions, Think about that little ding, someone's calling into your room. Training teaches your body to be ready for all the questions. It teaches you to be ready for the needs, not your needs, the needs of others, but for the needs. And this training, it teaches you to be ready for problems. Okay. Another way that you're on high alert kind of shows up in how you move. And think back, because I know you're guilty, because I'm super guilty of this too. So think about it. You move fast, teachers, even when you don't need to. Not when you're just trying to get to lunch or the gym on time. You move fast, even when you don't need to. Have you ever done that? Of course you have. You don't really stop. You go from one task to another to another. You go from work to home. You go from dinner to emails. You go from one thing to the next thing to the next thing to the next thing, and you do it repeatedly. And you don't even know it. I didn't know it. This state of high alert often looks like momentum to most. People look at you and they admire that. They believe that you're moving and moving fast and going from one thing to the next leads to your success. Look at her. Look at her move. She's doing it, right? They think it leads to success instead of chaos. It just looks like constant motion. As this is something I definitely can relate to. I'll tell you, working full time in a school environment while running a business kind of keeps me in this state. If I'm not careful, I stay in this state all the time. I find myself constantly reminding myself that I have to practice what I share with others so that I don't lose myself, even in things like this that I love to do. Another way or another sign of high alert is when your rest, guys, doesn't really feel like rest. You sit down, but you don't settle. You lie down, but your mind keeps working, keeps scanning, keeps going. And it's not because you don't want to rest. Of course, you want to rest, but it's because your system is just still on. So, this is important for me to say, and I want to make sure I say this clearly to you guys. There is nothing wrong with you. I know that when you hear those things, you think, oh, there must be something wrong. There's not. It's just that your body has not been told that it is okay to stop yet. Let's pause and ground this just for a moment. If you can, intentionally lower your shoulders. Just let them drop. Hopefully, you felt that. Unclench your jaw, let it relax. Take one slow breath in and one slow breath out. Now, I want you to notice which of those higher alerts has shown up most for you recently. Was it your body? Was it your speed, your pace of movement? Was it the rest that really wasn't restful? We're not working on fixing it right now, guys. We're working on noticing. We're working on awareness. So here's one thing to carry with you this week. Once a day, once every day, I want you to notice one place in your body that's tense. Is it your shoulders? Is it your jaw? Is it your hands? Or maybe it's just in your breath. Maybe you're reminding yourself to breathe. You don't have to notice everything, guys, just one thing each day. Then be a little bit more at ease, purposefully, intentionally. Lower your shoulders, unclench your jaw, slow your breath just a bit. You don't have to fully relax. You're just giving your body a small signal that it doesn't need to stay on high alert all the time. If this felt familiar, that makes sense, okay? What you've been doing is important. You do important work each and every day in a school environment that keeps you on alert. That's just the day. This week isn't about changing your speed, but it's about understanding why slowing down hasn't felt easy yet. It's about awareness. As always, guys, we're doing this slowly, okay? One layer at a time, and we're doing it together. This is exactly why After the Bells exists. Not to tell you to slow down and not to ask you to change who you are, but to give you moments like this, moments where you can notice what you're still carrying and remind your body that it doesn't have to stay on high alert all the time. If this felt familiar, that makes sense. You've been doing important work. So that's why it makes sense, because this is real to you. Guys, I'll see you next week as we talk about something many teachers don't realize they're doing: how we rush past the good stuff without meaning to. Until next time, give yourself the same care you give everyone else.